Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into a major political development that could shape the course of South Africa's future, especially as we approach the 2024 general elections. The Economic Freedom Fighters, the EFF, recently held their 4th National People's Assembly at the Nasrec Expo Center in Johannesburg. And the outcomes from this assembly are nothing short of significant. Julius Malema, the founding leader of the EFF, has been re-elected unopposed, along with the party's entire top 6 leadership. This may sound procedural on the surface, but when you dig deeper, it reveals a great deal about the state of South African politics and the growing influence of the Red Berets. Let's unpack this in full detail: what it means for the EFF, what it means for the opposition landscape, and what it signals about Julius Malema's long-term political strategy. The EFF's National People's Assembly is one of the most important events in the party's calendar. Held every 5 years, it serves as both a policy forum and a leadership election process. But what makes this particular assembly so striking is that all top 6 positions were filled unopposed. We are talking about the President, Deputy President, Secretary General, Deputy Secretary General, National Chairperson, and Treasurer General. No internal challenges. No contest. Just unity. Now, in a country where political parties often crumble from internal factionalism, the EFF's show of cohesion is rare and potentially powerful. Julius Malema's re-election was, of course, no surprise. As the face and founder of the EFF, he remains the most influential and controversial figure in the party, and arguably in the broader South African political space. His rhetoric on land expropriation without compensation, economic justice, and the complete overhaul of the capitalist structure has made him a hero to some and a threat to others. But one thing is certain: Malema has mastered the art of political survival and grassroots mobilization. And the fact that no one in the party dared to contest his position is not only a testament to his popularity, but also to the political machinery he's built since 2013. But the lack of contestation also raises a few eyebrows. Some critics argue that the EFF's internal democracy is starting to mirror the very top-down power structures it claims to oppose. When a political party begins to operate with such rigid loyalty to one figure, the question becomes, how much dissent is truly allowed? Is this unity, or is it fear of challenging the status quo? These are the questions we must ask if we are to hold all political formations accountable, not just the ruling party. Still, from a strategic standpoint, this unity is crucial for the EFF. The party is gearing up for what may be the most contested and unpredictable election since 1994. The ANC is bleeding support due to years of corruption scandals, service delivery failures, and internal infighting. The DA continues to struggle with identity politics and its inability to connect meaningfully with black voters. Meanwhile, new entrants like the MK party led by Jacob Zuma and the Umkhonto we Sizwe party are stirring the pot further. This creates a rare political opening for the EFF, especially among young, unemployed, and disillusioned South Africans who feel betrayed by the promises of the post-apartheid dream. According to various polls, youth support for the EFF is growing rapidly. Their radical message, their unapologetic stance on economic justice, and their fiery rhetoric resonate with millions. But can rhetoric translate into governing power? That's the challenge that Malema and his team must now confront. Let's talk about the other leaders elected. Floyd Shivambu retains his position as Deputy President, again, unopposed. A longtime ally of Malema, Shivambu is known for his sharp intellect and strategic thinking. His role in Parliament, especially during heated Finance Committee debates, has made him a formidable figure. Then there's Marshall Dlamini, who continues as the Secretary General. His role in managing the party's day-to-day operations and national mobilization efforts is often underestimated, but it's absolutely essential. With this core team intact, The EFF is signaling to its base and to its opponents that it is ready to move in lockstep heading into the 2024 elections. They want to project strength, unity, and readiness. And truthfully, in the world of politics, perception can be just as powerful as policy. In his address to delegates at Nasrec, Malema delivered a characteristically passionate speech. He reaffirmed the party's commitment to land reform, the nationalization of strategic sectors, and the implementation of a wealth tax on the ultra-rich. He painted a picture of a South Africa where economic liberation is not just a slogan, but a lived reality. He also warned against complacency, reminding members that the battle for hearts and minds will be fierce in the months to come. But while Malema's message was clear, the road ahead remains bumpy. The EFF must still convince South Africans that they are not just disruptors in red overalls, but potential rulers with viable policies. Their positions on foreign investment, the Reserve Bank, and fiscal discipline remain controversial. Critics continue to question the feasibility of their plans and the practicality of their revolutionary agenda. And yet, their appeal cannot be ignored. In provinces like Limpopo, Northwest, Gauteng, and parts of Mpumalanga, the EFF is gaining serious traction. Their door-to-door campaigns, tireless community meetings, and digital mobilization efforts have created a new type of political activism, one that resonates with those who feel left out of the mainstream economic system. There's also a symbolic dimension to what we saw at the National People's Assembly. The event was disciplined, well-organized, and free of chaos, a sharp contrast to the ANC's conferences, which have been marred in the past by violent clashes and power struggles. This matters. For voters watching from the outside, organizational discipline signals competence and trustworthiness, two things in short supply across the political spectrum. As we approach 2024, the EFF's next steps will be crucial. Will they enter coalition talks in provinces where no party wins an outright majority? Will they soften some of their policies to attract middle-class voters? Or will they double down on their revolutionary message and risk remaining on the fringes of power? Only time will tell. What's clear is that the EFF is no longer a political experiment. It is a serious, organized, and growing force in South African politics. And with Julius Malema and his top 6 leaders firmly in place, they're preparing to take their fight for economic freedom to the next level. Let us know in the comments, do you think the EFF can break past the opposition ceiling and become a party of government? Or are they better suited to remain radical watchdogs in parliament? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more political analysis, and share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.